Hello, everybody. My name is Mark, aka OnePerspective, and I am joined again with my friend CeeCee from ZealedFujoshi. How are you today, CeeCee?
Hi, Mark. Thank you for having me again this week. I'm very excited because now we're going to do the finale of Loki. So, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, what are your predictions before we start the show?
I'm still thinking that I've really thought about this for a long, long time, and I really do think that there is Loki at behind all of this craziness. I kind of think that since there has been a um news going around that there's going to be Loki season 2.
That's actually been
This
confirmed. I've looked around the articles, and yes,
Yeah.
there will be
So
a season 2.
knowing that, I kind of feel like um since this show is all about Loki and about Loki, it's just everything is Loki, right? It makes sense if Loki is the hero, the heroine, and also the enemy. For me, I just think about it that way, and it would it kind of makes sense to me that if there is a Loki as an enemy for the finale, that will give way to that season 2 um announcement.
So, let me ask you this: even if all the Easter eggs that has been shown throughout the whole series, that it might be Kang the Conqueror, you still want to go to an evil Loki at the end of this episode?
Yeah, I do. I really do think it might be an evil Loki because we haven't seen one, right? We have seen so many variations of a Loki, right? We've seen like a
Well, to me,
boastful
to be honest, I
Loki.
feel like having another evil Loki would be too much already at this point. Just because we had
Yeah,
already dealt with an evil Loki with
which
Thor
one?
1, Avengers 1.
Yeah, but that Loki did a redemption arc. What if there is a Loki that never grew? A Loki that fell deeper into um evil.
So more like you're
One that
saying that it
never.
could be a classic Loki, but more like an evil classic Loki at this point.
Yeah, because remember, even what if there is more room to grow for Loki? Like the Loki that we have seen, there is a room for him to grow to be more evil than he is right now. Like remember, like even with the classic Loki, the old man Loki, right?
Hmm.
They never thought that they are capable of becoming that strong. That old man Loki was able to project or an illusion of a whole city of Asgard. Something that Sylvie and Loki would never imagine they would have any kind of power to do. But seeing that there is there is a possibility that they can go above and beyond from what they think is their limitation. What if there is also a version of a Loki that can go above and beyond, but rather than going good, could be evil, you know?
But let me
And
ask you this: can a Loki actually control the flow of time, whereas the sacred timeline, at least?
the
So, do you think Loki would have some kind of power that could actually control the power of time?
I mean, I think that would be the reason why he's always been picked, right? Maybe like there is a Loki variant that is able to wiggle their way through the whole sacred timeline and control the timeline. Maybe there are a variation of a Loki that is capable of controlling the timeline. And maybe this Loki with Sylvie is the exception to the rules of the Lokis that is not able to grow. because these two Lokis are really different from all the Lokis that we've seen so far. So what if these two are a special Loki that can control time? The thing that does worry me though is there has been so many foreshadowing that, you know, remember like with the Lady Sif episode, it has been said so many times that Loki will always be alone. Right, like he will never find somebody, he will always be alone. And then, you know, even with Sylvie and Loki on episode 5, right? This is episode 6, right? So last week is episode 6. Yeah, so last week's episode is episode 5, correct?
Yes.
So in episode 5 there has been a lot of foreshadowing for a betrayal. So I kind of feel like all of these foreshadowing of a betrayal and being alone, I kind of feel like there would be a showdown between Loki and Sylvie, and that will pave way to a season 2. That is my prediction.
Well, you are right as well, just because Loki did state to Sylvie that they probably don't know how powerful they are, just the way they saw how classic Loki showed his powers when they were fighting Elliot.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, I think it would be Kang the Conqueror, just because there's so much Easter eggs. There's the biggest one is Elliot. I don't know if you saw the Avengers Tower showing the word Kang, and you know, as you saw,
the broken Avengers Tower. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, and there's a Sphinx. Whereas
I mean, we do know there's going to be a Kang the Conqueror, right? Because Jonathan Majors has been confirmed to be playing Kang the Conqueror in
Ant-Man, yes.
Quantum Madness, right? And we know that there's gonna be
in terms of the timeline. Here we go with the timeline. In terms of the timeline, though, Ant-Man would be the last movie for Phase 4, correct?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Because I feel like if they revealed Kang the Conqueror actor this early, even if like the movie is far away, I feel like they are going to do something like at least show a little bit of Kang, then build up from there, just like how they did with Thanos.
Yeah, but Kang the Conqueror has always been a very unique villain in Marvel. Like
he's not always the same. He's not always the same person, right?
Like he has so many variations in the
So you're saying
Marvel.
Kang could be a variant?
I mean, like, everyone has a variant, right? So why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if we're dealing with multiverse,
there is a comic book where there is like a council of Kang. That is
a council? Okay, I never went that far.
Yeah, so there is a part.
So
of
you're saying there's an Avengers level Kang group?
No, there is like there's like a
Kang and the other Kang.
Level of Kang.
You imagine that famous Avengers scene where like it's circling around the Avengers, but this time it'll be just all Kangs. That would be epic, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, so you're Team Loki and I'm Team Kang.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and start this thing, right?
Yep.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. That kind of still shocks me until now.
Which one?
Like the timekeepers were androids.
Oh. Never trust her. She's pretty calm.
I really hope Sylvie survives this episode, man. I want her on the season 2.
Very high chances since she is well liked. Damn, it's that Captain America.
Hold on. This means something, man. This has to mean something.
Yep.
Greta Thunberg? What?
Yeah, we're going to like world history now.
Nelson
From
Mandela.
MCU. Yeah, from MCU to all of the important events in our real life.
I love that quote from Vision, man.
Love that quote from Maya Angelou.
Look at that expired donut. Hogwarts.
A lot of people were thinking that that thing is like
Hogwarts?
no, like some place in World War II.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Like a German castle?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. You watch too much spoilers, Jason.
What? She's scared, dude. She's so scared at the moment.
I mean, if you were in a journey for your whole life for something, right? Even you would be afraid of the final boss. Like, this is the reveal that she's been waiting for all her life.
Oh, there you go. Right on cue. Right on cue, CeeCee. Right on cue. This feels like Warcraft, bro.
It's like the upside down. That's not creepy at all. And this lady, man. Creepy.
I'm sorry.
Creepy as hell, man. See, she said he who remains. And he controls all.
He who remains.
Yeah.
Wow, a bargain. See, they can't. They could not exist on the exact same timeline. So either one has to die. So we know. And we're back to the TVA. So the theories about Miss Minutes being bad is half true then. Ah, here we go. You know, those cracks reminds me of kind of Rando. Star Wars, oh my goodness. The timekeepers again? Is it? It looks like it. Oh, there's a fourth one. A broken one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is it Loki? Or is it Kang?
Oh shit, it's Jonathan Majors.
Oh my god, it's Kang! It's Kang! It's... Is that an apple? It's fucking Kang.
A golden apple.
Shit, a castle with an office, huh? And an elevator. So he's the Marvel's Flash at the same time.
No, it's not because of that. His superpowers is different. He knows the flow of time.
Dude, look at that window.
There's so many things in my head right now.
Oh my god.
Like,
God. Oh
shit.
I know. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Is he gonna kill her?
Mhm.
Was that the pen?
Yep, recording.
Ohio again.
A little bit before. Oh, no. Black Widow is 1995.
Yeah, this was 2018.
Ohio.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh shit. The character development of this Loki, oh my god. Golden.
They're not gonna win a fair fight with this man.
Wow. That would freak me the F out if I ever see that. Apparently so, man. Apparently so. Oh, damn. It's crazy, dude. You can tell Sylvie has a mission and Loki has a different kind of mindset.
Looking forward to it. Here comes the betrayal.
I don't think there's going to be a betrayal. Not if that guy showed up. Wait, what?
Eons of friendship. Eons of friendship.
I was expecting a wow.
No, they already said that you're not gonna hear him say his iconic wow in the show.
Why?
They already said it.
Ah.
You're not gonna hear the iconic wow.
That's like a staple Owen Wilson thing, though.
Yeah, but his movie is here. He's not Owen Wilson.
Their daggers never left their hand.
Oh my god, it makes sense now. The multiverse of madness. It makes sense.
What do you say?
now. It makes sense now. A conquer!
Oh.
It makes sense now. Okay. It makes sense now.
I don't get it.
You wouldn't get it if you don't read the comic books. He conquers timelines. Eons ago. An eons of friendship. Remember that word.
Eon. Oh, wow.
basically a Loki too then. The variant. So he's the multiverse war that they're talking about. See?
I don't think so.
Ooh. Oh, Alia.
Man. The Attack on Titan vibes, man.
You know?
So you're saying you're a good guy.
An infinite amount of levels.
Retirement.
Oh shit. Multiversal War.
Wow.
Like how he's pointing towards him. Wait, was that thunder I heard?
This is the end of time. Time is still being created, remember? What they said.
Oh shit.
Time is still being created. I picked. Ooh, it's branching. Oh my god.
Here goes the infinite again.
So, knowing that we know that Doctor
Exactly.
Strange movie is
We already know the
Multiverse of
answer.
Madness, we already know that he's gonna get stabbed. And that would pave the season 2. Get off.
Oh, here we go.
This is the betrayal. Thanks. Thanks for the reminder.
I know. I don't think so. Oh, there you go. See? He's getting heartbroken by himself. Funny.
Yep. Thanks.
Ah.
Yeah. Is he seriously just going to sit there and watch? So Sylvie wants to stab him.
See, she has a mission.
Stop, Sylvie, stop. You're breaking everyone's heart right now.
I know. Oh my god. Loki's tearing up.
It's a fake out! It's a fake out! Is he
Play Justin
seriously still
Bieber, love
watching?
yourself. Ah, the betrayal! Oh! Oh! Here goes the multiverse. You already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now. It's gonna happen. Unfortunately. Already a better ending than Game of Thrones, oh my god. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Can't wait for Spider-Man. She feels it.
She just realized how much she fucked up. You know that feeling when you realize that, yeah, you just fucked up big time? Yeah, that's the face. That's the face, Sylvie. That's the freaking face.
It was at this moment she knew fucked up.
She fucked up.
Gang, gang, gang.
Look at that branch, man.
Jeez. Oh my god, dude.
Not one, not two, but a multiverse of madness.
You get a branch, you get a branch, you get a branch. Everybody gets a branch.
Everybody gets a branch.
I can't imagine Doctor Strange right now, man.
It's like, what the hell?
What the fuck happened to time?
For all time.
Dude,
Always.
that's a lot of time. Aww.
Heartbroken and alone, people.
And scared as freak. He knows it's about to happen. Or it happened already, if anything.
I don't think that's what he's thinking, because I think for the first time in his life he was really honest. And I think
Yep.
not only did he become honest, he got his heart broken at the same time.
By himself.
So yeah, I think like the whole Kang the Conqueror thing is the last thing in this Loki's mind right now. Now I think he just jumped up and it's like, yeah, okay, time to do the Kang. Oh my god. They're going crazy. Crazy.
Watch TVA on Craigslist right now. Hiring more agents.
Huh?
Watch TVA being on Craigslist. Hiring more agents.
There's a labor shortage right now.
What? No.
Now this makes sense why there's like a stain. It's a variant of the movies.
Oh.
That's the man!
Kang.
How he really is.
Oh,
in the
Kang.
time. Boy, you are in a timeline you don't want to be in.
Oh my god. Well,
Yeah,
I'm right
I'm
about
pretty
Kang.
cool.
You're right about the betrayal. I take it as a win-win, right?
I have too many things in my head right now I cannot comprehend. I have too many things going on in my head. Like,
That's crazy. What an episode. I feel like this
I kind of
this
feel like
triumphs
this is-
everything.
this kind of feels like too early to me though. Like,
But where would season 2 be in the MCU timeline at this point?
I don't know.
Right? Because I heard they're not filming until January, and we have all these shows or movies coming up. Does that mean Hawkeye and every single series that's coming out will be about multiverse?
I don't know about that, but I mean the
Miss Marvel too.
the Winter Soldier was not really heavy on the whole multiverse thing, you know.
Yeah, it's more like a transition to being Captain.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that there are series that is not really into the whole multiverse series. You know, I know we already know some of the things that's coming up that is a multiversal thing,
Yeah.
but I don't think all of them will be part of that.
Do you think the Eternals will be about the multiverse? You think that's the
I mean,
reason why they suddenly came up?
I mean, I don't think so. I
Oh,
mean,
wait. Ah. Well, it's official. Season 2.
yep. I mean, there are some characters being introduced in the Eternals that will be very helpful
Mm-hmm.
to defeat this person. I've always been a big fan of the Black Knight. I'm very excited for
But you did say Black Knight might die on that movie, correct?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that's the end of his story though.
Like another
He
variant?
has to die. He has to die.
So you say he's like a phoenix?
I don't want to spoil you. Read the comic book if you want to know. He has to die.
I mean, at this point, I don't really care. Just spoil it to me. Because regardless, I'm going to read about it.
What do you mean?
Well, just tell me the beans.
What? About
What?
the Black Knight?
Yeah.
I think you're not going to appreciate it. I think you would appreciate his. I think you would appreciate Dane Whitman's power more if you read it yourself.
I shall do that.
But
then.
I do have a. I do have a. Among all the characters that's being introduced right now, I am more. I can see how a King the Conqueror might transition to. Oh my god, give me just a second.
Hey, alarm. How are you?
That thing is a mess. Excuse me. Anyway, I can see how a Kang the Conqueror might be part of the Eternals movie, but I don't know, like I kind of feel like it's a little bit much of an overkill if we're kind of expecting Kang to be in every movie or TV show that's gonna come up from now on, you know? Like I kind of, if an Eternal movie is gonna come out, I kind of want it to be more focused on the Eternals rather than focusing on this big bad. We still have a lot of movies and shows coming out before, you know, what we might think could be Avengers movie or a young Avengers movie. I don't know. We'll see. But I kind of just want the Eternals movie to be really just about the Eternals. And if there is a Kang the Conqueror Easter egg there, hopefully it's just mild, like, you know,
A mild appearance.
yeah, a mild appearance probably at the beginning of time. Because, you know, it's the start of civilization. You know, that's when the Eternals came, and maybe that's also when, you know.
Well, no, I'm betting for the fact that Kang might be part of Spider-Man at this point, just because, you know, her reports are saying they're dealing with multiverse at that movie.
Yeah, I'm not really. Like, when it comes to Spider-Man, I'm kind of more like. I like how Marvel did the first um, first reveal for Thanos, right? It was just a glimpse of him, and then the next time that we saw Thanos, it was really the start of Infinity War, right? In between the reveal of Thanos, there was really nothing else, right? I like that. I like that we know who's the big bad. I like the fact that we know this little Easter eggs, like we're gonna be fed small tidbits of know how this thing might be connected to that person through each and every single movie. I like that part of it, but I'm not a big fan of like if he was going to be each and every movie. I think that would be okay in a TV setting, but in a movie setting, I think that's too much of an overkill. This is something like I feel like even with the Black Widow movie, after watching Black Widow, I think I would have been much more happier if Black Widow was like a TV show rather than a movie. Because I'm interested in the small details of what happened, right? But if you put it in a big format like that, like a 2-hour movie, I don't feel satisfied because I don't really know much about, what happened to Yelena.
Yeah, and they didn't say or
Natasha.
show too much of the Banpresto, Budapest of what they're teasing
That's
for
what
the
I
whole
mean.
time.
Like if they do this whole movies and TV, the movies with all the Kang the Conqueror small tidbits of it, I wouldn't be happy. If they were going to do a Kang the Conqueror inclusion, I would prefer that they do it in TV format where there's more episodes and more hour runtime rather than a movie, because it's such a great character and it has a great history and connection to a lot of the Marvel heroes that we know and we might know in the future. So I think I don't want them to butcher it by just because everyone's overhyping him, like just put him in every TV show or movie. I don't like that. I don't think I would be happy with that. I want him to be well developed like the previous phase of the MCU, you know?
Yeah.
That's just me.
So overall,
like-
what would you rate this episode?
I really like the Loki series. I like this finale a lot. This was a finale that was. I did think about Kang as being the ending of the show. I was just not a fan of him being introduced so early in the phase of the movie. But I guess they have a plan, and now that they revealed him now, for me as a comic book reader, it kind of have an idea of what might happen next. So it kind of spoils it with the next couple of movies already. That's why I didn't want to see a Kang the Conqueror in this TV show, to be honest, because as I was
Yeah.
watching this whole Kang the Conqueror reveal, I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Like that's why I was silent the whole show. I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're going to do. Okay, and now it makes sense because of the Ant-Man and then Doctor Strange. You know, if you're a comic book reader, you're kind of like, oh, okay, so that's where they're gonna go. You know, but if you're not a comic book reader like you're so hyped up about, seeing him, and
I am.
yeah, and like for me, I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of wanted to prolong the ride,
introduction.
Not the introduction, like we already know who's the the enemy, right? There's really no need for an introduction. We already know who he is. Like, but I kind of feel like once he's been introduced, it will set the cogwheels to go to that route. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, ma'am.
it's a good show. I really like the Loki show. I really like this ending. It was totally unexpected for me. Um, it's just a personal preference kind of thing, nothing else. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. How about you?
So out of 5, what would you rate it?
It was a 5.
Same here. I'm just glad enough that it's Kang, not a Loki, just because they showed so much stuff that it just basically leads to Kang, and it would be like a
See,
little bit of like
that's the reason why I wanted it to be a Loki. The story would have been much more richer, I think, if it's another Loki. The story of the different kinds of Loki is so freaking funny. Like every time there is a Loki and Loki interaction, I feel like it's such a memorable part of the series. Like if you rewatch this whole series, I bet you most of your favorite scenes is a Loki and a Loki interaction. And imagine if
actually, especially in episode 5, that was like the funniest and most enjoyable show. I mean episode.
Imagine if the end person was another Loki. That I feel like it would have been serious, but it would have been also funny. You know? See, this episode 6, even though I like it, it kind of feels really serious to me. Like, I don't really felt any. I didn't laugh a single time that the whole series was on. You know, there was no comedy to it, but it's okay because it's the finale.
And I feel like it kind of connects all the dots from the first episode.
Yeah. It really is a good wrap of the whole 5 episodes, right? But for me, like a personal preference, I really do like comedy though. So I really just like the whole idea of another Loki being the Loki that is in that throne. Because I really do like the Loki and Loki interactions in this series. But this isn't that bad either. I wouldn't mind this one either. It just gives us something to think about. Do you know what's the next movie that's coming out or TV show that's coming out? What If, right?
What If will be the next one, and I feel like since What If seems to be a multiversal episodes, I don't know. Kang could be a part of it. I don't know at this point, but
now you're not. See, this is why I'm not a big fan of the whole Kang thing, because like the people
everybody
that
would be
really
expecting it now.
Yeah, like people who doesn't read the comic books is like Kang. And I'm like, I kind of feel like What If isn't really like a Kang story. I kind of feel like it's like you know, like in your life.
You also gotta also understand the fact that they release these shows in an order that it's actually, you know, like it's meant to be in order this way. Like they're not gonna release What If before Loki.
It's a digestible order of shows.
Oh, true, yes.
Yeah, it makes it easier to digest, regardless whether you're a comic book fan or no. Yeah, I get that part, but I kind of feel like the What If, for me, will dabble on not really a multiverse. Because see now I'm hearing multiverses in Kang the Conqueror.
So let me ask you this: as a comic reader, what do you think of The Watcher?
What?
Of the Watcher. Is he
Watcher.
part of the comic series as well?
What are you talking about?
Because the Watcher will be the one narrating the What If show, and supposedly he's a being
I
of some
haven't-
sort.
I haven't seen the trailer of the What If, so I'm not really sure what you mean by a Watcher. But I remember the Agent Carter and also T'Challa teasers of the What If episodes, and it kind of gave me a feeling of not really a multiverse kind of thing, but more like, what if I made this decision in my life? Like, kind of like if I decided to college versus if I didn't go to college. What if I decided to join the military, and what if I didn't join the military? Or what if I decided to get up and take a shower today versus if I didn't take a shower today? What are the difference of those decisions? Not
But
really
isn't
like a multiverse kind of.
But isn't the concept of variants of, like, say, Loki is like basically a what if as well anyways? Like, for example,
I understand that it is like
Sylvie
a
is a what if
scenario.
girl Loki.
Yeah, but I really don't think like this is like a variant kind of situation. Like, I really don't think so, but I could be wrong. Like,
So-
we will see.
So it's more like a filler kind of a way then?
Yeah,
Like it's
you
not
know,
it's not based off an actual canon
because
story.
if you read the comic books, like there is a part of the comic book where what's her name, Carter, the Captain
Captain
America's
Carter?
girl, what's her name again, Captain
Peggy
America's girl. Yeah, Peggy Carter. What if Peggy Carter was super soldier? Right. There, that was a scenario in the comic books. Not because she's a variant, but it was actually a story in the comic book.
Mhm.
You know. So I think, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is a fan service, like a filler kind of thing, like for fans that
And it will also be the last performance of Chadwick Boseman.
yeah, the voiceover work that he did for T'Challa for that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard.
All right, CeeCee, I think that should wrap up for our today's live commentary. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So everybody, thank you so much for watching and going through all this with us. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a
Bye
good day.
bye.
Bye bye.